Thursday, the 11th of February 2021. This is a video to mark Decoration Night's 9th birthday. And so this is to mark his 9th birthday today. He's 11 today, and he also celebrates his birthday on the same day as Frankel, would you believe it or not. Frankel is 13 today, but this is a video to mark a Decoration Night, who unfortunately I won't be able to celebrate with due to the COVID-19, because the stud's closed due to the COVID, because of the level 5 due to the level 5 restrictions. And at the moment we're not too sure when exactly the stud's going to be opening. They're not too sure what the story is. We won't know till at least to the end of the month what's happening for the 5th of March. They're going to let us know at the end of this month what's happening for I think it's for the next level, I think, which is going to be, I think, for the 5th of March. So we're not too sure what the story is. They're going to let us know, I think, towards the end of this month what's happening. But at the moment, this is a video to celebrate Decoration Night, and he's the son of Galileo, and he's a multiple grade 1 winner racer, and I was very fortunate to have met Decoration Night in the stud, and honoured to met a son of Galileo. Never mind Decoration Night, but a son of Galileo at that. And he came at Christmas 2017, but I didn't meet him until February 2018, on the first day, which was exactly his actual birthday, would you believe? His actual birthday, I think it was his birthday on the day that I met him. And he was touch nervous when I first met him, touch nervous, and he was a bit hesitant, and he's a bit reluctant to let me touch him, and he wouldn't let me go near him, and he was kind of putting his head back, and he was a bit nervous, touch nervous, and I've never experienced that with any horse at all at the stud. Never experienced that at all with any horse at the stud at all, to be honest with you. So this is just a video now to celebrate his big day. So I'm filming from this angle because normally I'd film the different angle, and usually I'd be standing over there by the TV, but I've noticed all the other films I've made for birthdays, the TV colour on the TV screen wouldn't come out as good. It'd come out very blue. So I'm filming from a different angle, because I think in this thing, from this angle, I think the colour would come out a lot better, because the camera is a little bit closer to the screen. I think the colour will come out a little bit better from this angle, and as well, and I can also sit down and feel comfortably in the table, and I can have my cup of tea, and I can control the TV from here with the remote control, and as well. So I'm going to show you some images. Now this is a photo of him at the Irish National Stud. This is quite a recent one now, and unfortunately none of these photographs, none of these images are dated, unfortunately, but it looks like a really recent photograph. It looks about 2 years old or something like that. The last year, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I think it was about 2018, 2019 this was taken. Here's one of him in his race days. So this is one of them in his race days. He I can't remember who his trainer was now. He's a God, I can't remember who his trainer is. Do you believe that? Now I'm doing a document, I'm doing a film on Decoration Night, and I don't even know I can't remember who his trainer was. I have to look up more research on him. I might show some videos of us at the stud as well, of me talking to him at the stud as well, some clips of me with him at the stud as well. I have some clips of him at the stud. I'll show you some clips with me talking to him at the stud as well. So here's another one of him at the races. A few shots here. Great action packed shots. There's another one here now. And he's a multiple grade 1 winner, as it says there. As you can see in the picture, it says multiple grade 1. And he's won a few grade 1s. So he's won a few grade 1 grade 1 races. Multiple, so at least a few. So must be over 3 grade 1s. At least over 3. This is a great shot. This will be one of my favourite photographs of him here now. This one here. This will be one of my favourite shots of Decoration Night. We had a bit of a funny relationship. It's kind of a bit of a funny relationship at the beginning when I first met him. A bit touch and go. He's touch nervous. He wouldn't even go near me. It took a while for him to actually. I never experienced anything like that with a stallion. Usually stallions, they usually like a peck on the nose. He would never go near him. He was just going like this with his head at the stable. I've never experienced that at all with the stallion in the stables, which is quite unusual for a horse to do that. Because usually they love a peck on the nose. They love a little peck or a little nudge on the nose. They always enjoy a little bit of affection, a bit of a pet from the visitors. But Decoration Night was just very flinchy, and he's very high strung. This horse. So he is. Here's another. This is a lovely shot now. I absolutely love this photograph here now. Another one with the races. There's a lovely shot of him at the stud. Another one of him at the stud now. Great action packed one of him at the stud here now. Fortunately, I can't get that cut. The number of the screen. Let's go back again. Like the numbers on the screen, they seem to stay on the photograph. The numbers of the photograph, they seem to remain on the screen, and it kind of blocks the photograph. So it's a bit of a nuisance. So this is a great shot of him now at the stud here now. Do a bit of a run around this paddock. Look, this one here now. Another one with the. I have a good view of him at the races. A good shot, a few photographs of him at the races now. I wish I knew what I can't remember the name of his jockey. It's not Vincent O'Brien, I know that. Michael Moore or something like that. I can't remember his jockey's name now. I know it's not Vincent O'Brien. It's there on top of my head. I can't remember now. For the life of me, I can't remember. There's a lovely shot. And I think one of them is his trainers. That one on the left, I think, is his trainer. I think one of them, he's in the numbers. that was a lovely shot there. We have that in the stud, the photograph. They were when the builders were starting to build up the Irish Racehorse Experience Centre. When they were starting the building, they had that poster on the what they call the wall, what they call the billboard around it, billboard thing, because they have these billboard things, that blocking the construction, blocking the construction, as they're building, they have this billboard blocking the site, building site, and this big billboard wall. And they had all different posters of all different horses, that they had some photographs of the stud, and mares and foals. They had Invincible Spirit and stuff like that. And they had this photograph. This was one of Decoration Knight's, I think it was his final race at Leopardstown. This was his final race at Leopardstown before he retired. And he also won the race too. And it's his final race at Leopardstown before he retired and he's actually owned by Blue Diamond Stud. He was born and bred at Blue Diamond Stud. Blue Diamond and the Irish National Stud are in contract to stand him. They're in contract to stand Irish National Stud are in contract with Blue Diamond to stand him in the Irish National Stud. So they're both they're in contract with Blue Diamond to stand him in the Irish National Stud. So he's still owned by Blue Diamond. He's not owned by the Irish National Stud. They're in contract with Blue Diamond to stand him in the Irish National Stud. So he's still owned by he's still owned by Blue Diamond. He's born and bred there as well. So. He's doing very well, by the way, and he has his next crop, starting their training. It's going into the stages of the training this year now. They're going into starting their training now this year. Next crop for 2021. They're going into the training now to start on their going into the racing career now. That's another shot. Loads of racing photographs. I was trying to get some more of him at the stud. Couldn't find any. There's one of him at the stables. This was one at the Stallion Stables. Yeah, and then you can see in the background it's National Defence looking on. That's National Defence looking on there. You see all the horses at the stables. They always seem to be very curious of what's going on. They see a horse coming down. They always seem to be very curious of what's happening. Now that's the last photograph there on the photo. So I only had 26 photographs. I only had 26 photographs of Decoration Night. Now I'll show you some videos of him now. I'll show you some videos of him on YouTube. That's on YouTube now. Decoration Night winning the Group 1 Irish Champion Stakes 2017. This is Decoration Night winning the Group 1 Tattersalls Group Gold Cup. See now. Loads of stuff here. Profile of them, new for 2018. SARS, New Stars 2018 Decoration Night. Leopardstown. Loads of Decoration Night here. Go back again. Show some people then. Look at this race here. Decoration Night winning the Group 1 Irish Champion Stakes 2017. Look at this.
Eminent and Moonlight Magic just coming up behind. Success Days. Obvious candidate, Kevin, to be up there from the word go, isn't he?
And the first furlong is going to be so important here. Eminence, they have to be positive with Eminent and see what happens. Taj Mahal is coming from 4, and Success Days is more than likely going to try and swoop around them from 8. So it could be quite frenetic stuff early on, or it might not be. Sometimes when you have a situation like this, a few of them decide that they're not going to get involved and take a little pull out of the stalls, but the first furlong is going to be really interesting here. I expect a good solid pace.
So the two Ballydoyle runners, in fact, are going to be loaded last here, or two of them, Churchill and Cliffs of Moher. 3-1 Eminent now, so big late move for the Mead runner. Let's see what happens in the big race of the day.
Ready for the Quipco Irish Champion Stakes, over 1.25 miles, and they're off and running, and the first to show, Eminent, bounce away smartly on the inside. Success Days right up on the outside. They're closely followed by Churchill, who's running next on the inside of Taj Mahal, and they're being followed by Moonlight Magic towards their outside, tracked by Poet's Word, and then comes Zakova, then Cliffs of Moher on the inside, being followed by Decorated Night, and the previous winner of the race, the Grey Gatsby, is the back marker. They race right across from the stands, and it's Eminent and Frankie Dettori striding along in the lead up towards the 7, leads by just over 3 lengths. To Success Days in second for Shane Foley on the outside, then being tracked in third by Churchill and Ryan Moore, who race on the inside of Moonlight Magic and Kevin Manning, and they're being followed on the inside, taking them right down to the bottom part of the track by Zakova, Cliffs of Moher. And then comes Taj Mahal as they race now towards the 5 mark, and it is Eminent, Frankie Dettori, a 3-length leader. Success Days followed by Churchill. Moonlight Magic is next. Cliffs of Moher, Zakova, and Taj Mahal. Then comes the Grey Gatsby with Poet's Word, and the back marker is Decorated Night. They're making the swing to the final half mile in the Quipco Irish Champion Stakes, and it is Eminent, Frankie Dettori striding along in the lead from Success Days. Churchill disputing third on the inside of Moonlight Magic. Cliffs of Moher is next with Zakova. On the outside of them comes Taj Mahal, the Grey Gatsby, Poet's Word, Decorated Night. About to hit the turn into the straight, and it is Eminent now who turns in for home in front. Success Days is second, then comes Churchill. On their outside is Moonlight Magic. Cliffs of Moher making ground on the inside, and now Eminent in front from Moonlight Magic on the near side. Churchill in between horses. Zakova, Poet's Word from the back. Decorated Night with a strong run down the outside. Decorated Night through the field for Andrea Azzini. Poet's Word is battling back for James Doyle. Decorated wins for Robert Carden and Andrea Azzini. Poet's Word second, Eminent is third. Moonlight Magic is fourth.
Well, what a race, and well, it's going to take some picking the bones out of it, but Decorated Night has landed a spectacular.
Fantastic! That's fantastic. Yeah. Let's see this one here now. This is him winning the Group 1 Tattersalls Gold Cup. Let me see what this is like now. Apologize about the sound and this, but it's not great here. Hopefully it can improve in a minute. Great sound on this.
Reckless Gold now being brought forward.
Here we know.
Now Gentle J.
Here we are now. Sounds not really great there at the beginning.
Moonlight Magic.